Howdy folks, welcome back to Space Engineers. As you can see, I've moved over to the other location and got a little bit of a start. Man, this is grindy. It is very grindy. I've been grinding away for, 2 or 3 hours, probably. Getting this set up, and we've made a little bit of progress. Let's zoom in a bit here. Give you a little wave. How's it going? Yeah. Like I said, it's a little grindy. So I've moved the rover over. I've got a connector built on the back of that, which is also handy for storage. But we're going to run out of battery power in not too long on the rover, so I need to get a way to recharge. I've got a couple wind turbines up there. I've got a couple more planned. Even 2 wind turbines is not enough to run the smelter. It says basic refinery because it uses the base game model, but this is a smelter as far as Industrial Overhaul is concerned. I've built myself a little storage container here just to hold stuff. It holds 250, so it can hold quite a bit. No conveyor access, but it's still super handy just to have somewhere to store things. Currently, I'm working on the connector here on the base, so I can actually charge the rover. I'm hoping this will work out. It's a little bit of an angle, but... And yeah, a lot of it's just been me standing around waiting because everything is really slow right now. And yeah, it does take 3 ingots to make a plate. So I looked into that. I thought it was 1-to-1, and it is. The default settings of Space Engineers is assembler efficiency of ×3. Industrial Overhaul recommends setting that to realistic, which is ×1. Because otherwise you can get like weird partial parts. And I noticed that when I was testing. You would get like fractions of parts and stuff left over. It's just kind of weird. So that's why it's taken so long. Because the assembler efficiency is on realistic. It takes a little longer. That's okay. It gives you plenty of time to think. So I'm grinding out the parts. I'm going to get the connector going. Then all this excess power we have, which can't get stored anywhere, can get stored in the rover battery. And we'll go from there. So let me show you here real quick what I got going on. I dug a little mine, and it's hard to find in the grass. Here it is. Dug a little mine down here, because there's iron like everywhere underneath there. There's tons of iron. So I've been getting stone and iron and a little bit of ice out of here. Go and get a load of stone while I'm down here. Yeah, we've just been grinding away with that survival kit. Really looking forward to getting the smelter online. Because we can refine the iron ore. And it should be a lot faster doing everything else as well. That's the hope anyway. So let's run back around here. I changed the day-night cycle a bit. So I think it's 8 hours now instead of like 2. So have more daylight. I did a lot of this in the dark. And it's just hard to see. So what am I doing? I need to put some stone in here. Let's make sure this is topped off. Grab that. And the survival kit can pull from that now. Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of cargo ships and stuff going over. So I'm thinking maybe this planet is not uninhabited, but we shall see. All right, I need to throw that in there. Grab the organics back out. Sure that's topped off with stone. So it's just a lot of the gameplay right now is just me running around shifting things manually until we can get some more automation. That's kind of the way it is. Slowly but surely we're making some emergency rations in here. It's kind of just barely enough to keep me alive, but it is keeping me alive so far. Alright, let's drop the rest of the stone back in there. How are we doing on parts? We are Stalled out because we need electromagnets. Okay. How many do we need? We need 6 more. I just put 2 in there. Oh wait, no, they're already queued up here. Why are you not doing stuff? I don't know if this is a bug. I've noticed this happening. It gets to a point, and then it won't do anything anymore. Oh, it was out of copper wire. Yeah, it's supposed to pull the copper wire up there, but I don't know. It's a little weird, but you just kind of babysit it a little bit. Yeah, so it's making the motors. We need how many motors? I need 2 more motors, 5 electromagnets. We're getting there. We're almost to the point where I can charge the rover. And then at that point, we're pretty much self-sustaining. We have power to charge the rover. The rover can make us food. So that we shouldn't have to worry about just raw survival. Unless something changes. The weather can get kind of nasty. I've had both fog and rain roll through. A little bit of thunder. I didn't see any lightning strikes, but yeah, I'm a little concerned about lightning hitting, and this could go down in a hurry. But what I want to do is get enough basics up that we can get some hydrogen power going, because we can make a lot of power with the hydrogen engines. And we've got not unlimited ice, but we have a lot of ice here. So a lot of big plans, but it's going to be a little bit of a slow burn. This series is going to be. So I hope you're ready for the ride. You're missing more copper wire. Okay. Yeah, let's make some more copper wire. How are we doing copper? We got stuff in there. I was filling this up because I had so much stuff other than iron. We're always low on iron because we're just using stone right now. Pull all that out. And I'll throw the iron in there. The rest of the stuff we'll throw in there. Your junk gravel. I'm hanging on to this gravel because we should be able to make ammunition and concrete blocks and maybe something else from the gravel. So I'm hanging on to that for a little while at least. Get my food and water back in. When you dump everything, it also dumps your food and water, so gotta watch out for that. How are we doing now in the production? Yeah, see, it's not pulling the copper wire up, so you gotta move it up there. I would imagine because it's not really an ingot, it's a part, but I'm not sure. Here comes the last 2 motors. And we're waiting on those computers. Put those in. Alright, now we need 5 electromagnets. And the computers. Okay, and get those put in. Now we just need 20 computers. And we're charging a rover. Fantastic. I made too many large steel tubes by accident. Alright, you're fine. And once again, we're low on copper wire, so there you go. Make lots of copper wire. To your little heart's content. So the never-ending cycle. Grab stone, take out gravel. This connector... Or if I told it to collect all, if that would be a bad idea. That'd probably be a bad idea. Because you can't put a filter on here like you can with a conveyor sorter. Unfortunately. Speaking of conveyor sorters, I was watching a video. And he was saying how you needed to use sorters. When you're using your different production stuff for Industrial Overhaul. I'm not sure what that was all about. I think these, yeah, these are from that DLC, the Industrial. I thought somewhere on here it said what DLC it came from. I don't see that unless I'm just missing it. This is from the Heavy Industry, I think, DLC. It doesn't have any different functionality. It's just different looking stuff. It looks kind of cool. So what do we need for the... Yeah, so we can get a hydrogen tank going. Excellent. Yeah, they look a little different. Anyway, we got a lot to learn. A lot to learn for sure. If we go look at production blocks, we've got rock crushers to crush the ore to make it more efficient, and then there's ore purifiers. You can really do a lot of stuff here. We're just barely scratching the surface. All right, get some wire up in there. I'm hoping the assembler that we can build is a little smarter than the assembling bench. So there's an assembler. So is that different than... I know there's a fabricator. Produces basic computers, construction components, metal grids. Okay. Oh, so the assembler is for more complex stuff. Motors. Okay, so we need to build a fabricator next. So let's put that here. Now that can, yeah, okay, so that uses the basic assembler model. So I'm thinking is putting these along here, and I'll connect them on the back with conveyors, just so we can access them. I need some steel plates, so, oops. So we'll have that. Let me grab, do I have a steel plate? Make some steel plates for me real quick. Somehow I ran out of steel plates. Yeah. So we'll have our basic assembler here, and I can make everything I need to make that in the manual assembler. Let's place that down. So I can manually put things in there and build out some conveyor tubes. That's the plan here for the back. Connect those up with the conveyors, I think we can do that. I'm still learning my way through the Industrial Overhaul mod. Where is... Let's do this. Conveyor. So regular old conveyor tube is where? Regular... I've got so many mods. Here it is. Conveyor tube. 6 motors... 12, and then if I use... Okay, so it's the same recipe, right? Yeah, it just looks different. So we can use some of these pipes and stuff just to make things interesting. Yeah, so it's the same recipe. All right, cool. So we'll get that all piped up. And then what I'm hoping is this will be a little smarter than this thing is. The assembling bench. Alright, let's grab these computers. Put that up there. There we are, 7 more computers. And I think it ran out of wire. Yeah, it's chugging away now. Excellent. Should we get number 6? Alright, come on, number 7. There it is. Now, can we get this thing to charge? Oh, it's not yellow. Let's see. Yeah, it's not yellow, which means it doesn't want to connect. So, it could be too steep of an angle, perhaps? Let's take a look here. Yeah, because it's definitely touching. Well, shoot. I should have put it on like a hinge or something. It's fairly straight. Oh, there it goes. Alright, I need you on here. Where is it? Switch lock? I think that's what I'm looking for. Yeah, there we go. It says power grid offline. Not sure why. Local power grid offline. What does that mean? Okay, it's charging. So maybe it's taking in too much power? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what that means. Is this thing still going? Yeah, so that's still making things. I can hear the survival kit going. Cool. So our charger works. It's a little goofy, but it will work for now. So now we need more power. I don't have enough power to run the smelter. It requires, I think, 2 megawatts. Yeah, 2 megawatts. I might be able to run it with that hooked up, but then we drain the battery. So next order of business is getting the wind turbines built. All right, you go up there. I'll put you in storage. We're out of copper. So let's pull 400 copper out. Throw you in there. So what all do we need for wind turbine? I'm just going to place that there for reference. So we need 40 steel plates, 8 electromagnets. All right. I'll keep those as extras. So we need, oops, 40, 8 electromagnets, 20 construction components, 24 wire. We'll leave that wire there to make things out of. And then 2 basic computers. I have 2 computers? I don't. Alright. Okay, I just need that stuff to cook up. And then we need 2 times that, basically. So it was, what, 40 steel plates? 8 of those. Happens to line up nicely. There we go. And then we should be able to knock out the other 2 wind turbines once that's done cooking. So I'll do that, and then I'll be back in a jiffy. That's a beautiful sight. Now I've got 4 wind turbines going. And, whoa, almost fell off. And we are smelting iron ore. We're getting tons of iron. I love it. We're also getting ice, which I don't know if that's supposed to happen, but we are getting ice as well. I'll have to look into that. I don't know if that's a bug or if that's a feature, but yeah, we're gonna have more iron than we can shake a stick at, so that's good. Throw that in there. So now, what do we need here? If you're not familiar with the build planner, you might see me do stuff like that. Components added to build planner. So you right click on a thing that's not fully built. It will add on the G menu here the build planner. So it's now added everything I need to build that fabricator in the build planner. And then if I come over to an assembler or something to make parts, and if I do shift middle mouse button, it queues those up to be produced. So now it's going to make all the parts I need for that fabricator. The only thing it doesn't do is like subcomponents, because that's not really a thing in Space Engineers. That's an Industrial Overhaul thing. So it's not necessarily going to have the copper wire it needs to make these things. So we need 150 copper wire plus, so we need basically 190 copper wire. Oh, sorry, I was looking at the wrong thing. We need 210 copper wire to make those things. So we do 210. So now it will just build everything we need for the fabricator. And then we wait. We got some rain. I don't know if that'll come through on the video with the compression or not. Or is that snow? No, it says warm, so it's surely rain. If I hop in here... Thunderstorm. Oh no, thunderstorm. That's not good. That's not good at all. Alright, give me your food. Throw some more water up there. You're a little low on ice, so let me top that off with some ice from here. Again, I don't know if that's a bug or a feature. I don't know if it's because the iron is in ice, or if that's just like a thing. We'll have to look into that. There we go. Alright, we're looking in here. You got quite a bit of room, so let me throw some ice. I don't know if it'll pull ice. Let's do a little bit of ice in there. I would think it would pull ice from the cockpit, but I don't know for sure if that's how that works. So I think we can go here to survival kit. Let's have it just quit. Pull all this out of there. And let's see, dump the iron in there. Now we should have plenty of stuff for a while. Throw the stone in there. Shoot through that in seconds. Love it. Toss that in there. We still got a bunch of other things in here. Yeah, those large steel tubes take up a lot of space. Look at all that. Ended up with a little gravel from that stone. So we're rocking and rolling now. I don't think it draws any power when it's not running. So we're just waiting on parts for the fabricator, and then we'll be fabricating stuff. Yay! So we'll continue in the next episode. Continue to build out. Once we get the fabricator up, I'm hoping that'll speed up production, because this thing is really slow. And then we can start getting some things hooked together and just keep on building out. I think I'm going to have the basics here. I don't know if the other bigger stuff I'll probably make down on the lake where it's a little more level. I'm not sure exactly how far we're going to go here, but we're going to at least have the basics here with the refinery and the fabricator. and some storage. One thing I want to look into, I have a, is it pole power? Yeah, here we go. So I've got this mod, which lets you do like power lines. But you need a display, and I'm not sure how to make displays with Industrial Overhaul. Hope that was an unknown signal blowing up. Kind of ominous explosion off in the distance. Great. But if we go look at production blocks. So the fabricator... Oh, we can't make light bulbs. And alkaline power cells. The alkaline batteries can't be recharged. But once we make the assembler, we can make acid power cells, which you can make batteries that can be charged with that. So what makes displays? That's for asphalt and plastics. Ceramics furnace, that would make glass. I assume we need glass to make the display. Cement kiln. Okay. Basic and advanced computers, thermal sensor, and displays. Okay. So we would need glass to make the microelectronics factory and aluminum plate. So we have to find... It's going to be pretty important to find bauxite to make aluminum, because there's a lot of stuff you just can't make until you have aluminum. We can make a wire drawer, though, which I assume makes wire faster. Synthetic fabrics. Plate stamp will be used to make steel plates and aluminum plates. Tubes and girders from the extruder. So there's just a lot of stuff here. Quantum computers, thruster and gravity generator. Okay, we're not going to need that stuff anytime soon. Mixes gunpowder and produces various types of ammunition and explosives. Yeah, speaking of which, we got a chemical refinery, bitumen extractor, oil cracker, incinerator. Destroys unwanted items placed inside. Okay. Uranium centrifuge. Refines and enriches uranium into usable forms. And a nuclear reprocessor. Holy cow. But anyway, there's a lot to do. And we'll continue that in the next episode. Thanks as always for watching. And take care. Ooh, another green light.